Shalom and welcome to the Middle East in less than 5 minutes podcast. My name is Igal and I'm your host. Today's topic is the rulers of the land of Israel since the Kingdom of Israel. Let's start with the ancient Kingdom of Israel, established around 1050 BCE. This kingdom, under leaders like King Saul, King David and King Solomon, became a significant regional power. King Solomon built the first temple in Jerusalem, solidifying the city as a spiritual center for the Jewish people. However, after Solomon's reign, the kingdom split into two entities, the Kingdom of Israel in the north and the Kingdom of Judah in the south. This division made both regions vulnerable to outside forces. In 722 BCE, the Assyrian Empire conquered the northern Kingdom of Israel, dispersing its people across the empire. Then, in 586 BCE, the Babylonian Empire captured Jerusalem, destroyed the first temple, and exiled many inhabitants of Judah to Babylon. This event marked the beginning of the Jewish Babylonian exile. In 539 BCE, the Persian Empire, led by Cyrus the Great, conquered Babylon. Cyrus allowed the Jewish people to return to their land and rebuild the Second Temple in Jerusalem, a significant moment in Jewish history. The land remained under Persian rule for about 200 years. With the conquest of the Persian Empire by Alexander the Great in 332 BCE, the region came under Hellenistic rule. After Alexander's death, his generals divided his empire and Israel became part of the Ptolemaic and then Seleucid empires. This period saw the spread of Greek culture, but also tension with Jewish traditions leading to the Maccabean revolt. The Maccabean Revolt, 167 to 160 BCE, led by the Hashmonean family, successfully established an independent Jewish kingdom known as the Hashmonean dynasty. This period of Jewish autonomy lasted about a century until internal strife and external pressure brought the Romans into the picture. In the year 63 BCE, Rome intervened in a Hashmonean civil war and eventually took control over the land. The Romans installed Herod the Great as a client king who expanded the Second Temple. However, tensions between the Jewish population and Rome culminated in the Great Jewish Revolt in 66 to 70 CE, which led to the destruction of the Second Temple. A second rebellion, the Bar Kokhba Revolt in 132 to 135 CE, was crushed by Emperor Hadrian, who renamed Jerusalem Aelia Capitolina and Judea as Palaestina in an effort to erase Jewish ties to the land. Following the Roman Empire's division, the region came under the Byzantine Empire. From around 324 CE to 638 CE, Byzantine Christians ruled the land and Christianity became the dominant religion. However, Jewish communities remained in various parts of the land, especially in Galilee. In 638 CE, Muslim Arab forces conquered Jerusalem, bringing the land under the rule of Rashidun Caliphate and later the Umayyad and Abbasid Caliphates. The period saw the construction of the Dome of the Rock and the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem on top of the remnants of the Second Temple. In 1099, the Crusaders captured Jerusalem, establishing the Kingdom of Jerusalem and other Crusader states in the region. However, Saladin defeated the Crusaders in the Battle of Hattin in 1187, bringing the land under Ayyubid Muslim control. In 1260, the Mamluks, a Muslim military class from Egypt, took control and ruled the land for over 2 centuries. They fortified cities like Jerusalem and prevented Crusader resettlement. In 1517, the Ottoman Empire under Sultan Selim I conquered the land. The Ottomans ruled for 400 years, during which the land was divided into districts. The era saw a relative stability, and Jewish immigration increased in the 19th century following the pogroms in Europe, especially as the Zionist movement emerged. Following World War I and the collapse of the Ottoman Empire, the League of Nations granted Britain the mandate over Palestine. The British Mandate period, 1920 to 1948, saw significant Jewish immigration, Arab resistance, and tensions between Jewish and Arab communities. Britain's 1917 Balfour Declaration supported a national home for the Jewish people, which fueled both hope and conflict. During British Mandate, more than 70% of the land was prohibited from Jews to settle in, and it became nowadays Jordan. In 1948, following a United Nations plan to partition the land into the Jewish and Arab states, the State of Israel was declared. This sparked the Arab-Israeli War of 1848, as surrounding Arab nations opposed Israel's establishment and attacked it. Since then, Israel has governed the land with complex and ongoing conflict regarding territory, particularly in regions like the West Bank and Gaza Strip. Thank you for listening. Follow the podcast to stay updated with new episodes, and check out our social media for more insights into Middle Eastern affairs. Until next time, Shalom.